I've met a lot of idiots on this job, but you must be a real protege.
Whoa! Take it easy, lady!
This is assault! Oh my god, do you know how unethical this is?
Yeah, almost as bad as arson. Wanna report it? What was rattling in that skull of yours, huh? You a firebug? This what gets you off? Or are you just stupid? That's what I thought. Listen here, you little shit. I said listen! Do you know how sick I am of this? How often I have to sit by and watch people like you destroy good things? Does it even register? Is it some kind of game? What gives you the right to burn the last few pieces of dignity this scarred husk of a rock has left? To raise any proof that we were once humble enough to live and breathe and die with the world we got dropped into? Before we got so tied up with ourselves, we felt the urge to make a distinction. Answer me! Tell me I'm not just a bandage for your arrogance!
I was just trying to start a campfire with a cigarette, okay?
That's enough, Eve. You've already chewed them out. They were just about to leave anyway.
would you do that? They're just going to call.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
What?
You've done enough. At least for today.
I just wanted to protect what I love.
You're a fool. But maybe we need more fools.
Just listening to all that gives me a headache. How on earth did you find so much trouble on your first day?
I guess I just have a penchant for it.
But still, to just stumble on a fire like that. Well, in any case, I'm just happy you're safe. We got awfully lucky with this one.
With all this wind, you better believe we did. It could have been an even bigger pain in the neck.
A pain in the neck is still a pain in the neck, Eve. still going to be sore when you're hunched over all that paperwork.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get around to that.
You'll have it for me the next time I visit. Maybe if you're nice to them, someone at the other station will transcribe it for you. But Eve? Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me?
Not a thing.
Okay then. In that case, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And the day after that.
You really don't have to.
Oh, but I want to.
Over and out, Jessie.
Over and out, Eve. Arnie, get your grubby hands off my trail mix!
I knew it all along. You're just a soft serve softie. With a cherry on top.
The pitted kind, maybe. Careful. If you bite down, she'll crack your teeth.
Zip it. Or next time I'll actually let you burst into flames.
It was just a fever. I would have been fine. Eventually.
Like that makes any sense. What if there's an actual campfire, or lightning strikes a tree? What happens then, huh?
What did I tell you about linear thinking? If this truce is going to continue, you're going to need to expand to the abstract.
Your existence is plenty enough abstract for me already. All right, everyone, listen up. If you're bunking here, I want this place to stay immaculate. Last thing I want to deal with after clocking out is a pigsty.
Yellowstone will handle it.
She can start cooking for one more, too. That's so mean, guys. How can you just sell me up the river like that? Oh, that reminds me. What are you going to do with those campers, Miss Eve? Flip their lids? Make them apologize? And take them out back? Have them pinky swear not to do it again?
None of the above. I'm letting them off the hook. If I'm lucky, they'll get picked off by a killer in the woods. Otherwise, everybody gets one free pass.
Now that's funny.
What is it this time?
For someone who doesn't care, you sure put a lot of energy into it.
Howdy-yo, campers! And welcome to me and Zion's first fireside chat. Hello. It's very nice to be here. Today we're gonna do our gal Eve proud and talk about the history of the National Park Service. Before Yosemite finds out we took her books, I hope. Aw, don't be square, cutie. We got this. It all started back in the 10th century when Leif Erikson... That's a little too far back, Yellowstone. Oh, Columbus and his pilgrims, then. I don't think that's quite right, either. It's a good guess, though. The National Park Service actually has its roots in the years following the founding of the United States. In 1790, after getting permission from Congress, President George Washington obtained land near the Potomac River to build a new capital city. This city was named Washington, D.C., and the plan was for it to have a lot of really pretty parks and monuments. Like the Lincoln Memorial? A little too soon. But you're on the right track. These places were called the National Capital Parks, and they laid really important groundwork. Whoa, so the Park Service is old as dirt, huh? Not really. There's still a ways to go before the actual Park Service. What happened? I thought you read the book. I did, but without pictures, all those words just make me so drowsy. Oh. Well, I guess I can explain. If that's okay. Knock our socks off. I'll try. For a long time, most parks were run by different groups. No one really thought about preserving land until people started looking to settle in the West. I remember what happens now. A whole bunch of hippies got misty-eyed and started thinking about how they could keep the land from getting stomped on. One of whom was... George... Yeah? Harrison? No. Kathleen! George Kathleen. Phew. Yay! Good job, Yellowstone. George Catlin was an artist and writer. He lived with Native Americans and was one of the first outside of their tribes to paint Plains Indians in their day-to-day lives. While he was kicking back in South Dakota, he realized we'd be in a lot of trouble unless humans put their heads together. Not unless... By some great protecting policy of government in a magnificent park. A nation's park containing man and beast, in all the wildness and freshness of their nature's beauty. We're almost to my favorite part! It's my favorite part too, because in 1861, the United States Congress appointed the geologist Ferdinand Hayden to lead an expedition to the Yellowstone region of Wyoming. Hey! That's me! Uh-huh. And he thought you were so pretty that when he came back, he asked Congress to make you a national park. Aw, he should have gone further south if he wanted to find a real cutie. Anyway, it was in 1872 when President Ulysses Grant finally signed a bill that set aside 2.2 million acres of Yellowstone as a public park. So if you think about it, you're the first national park. Jiminy Cricket, I'm old as dirt. The Antiquities Act of 1906 made it possible to protect more areas as parks and monuments, but they were run by different departments. It was confusing. So on August 25th, 1916, the National Park Service was founded. Ah, yes, the best holiday after Arbor and Earth Day. It would take a while before it got the power it has today.
Execute Executive Order 6166.
Yay! You remembered again. From then on, everything was under strict control by the Department of the Interior.
And they've been yanking our chain and screwing us over ever since.
You sound like Miss Eve. It's scary.
That's because I heard her grumble something about it earlier. She talks some mean jive, let me tell ya.
Yellowstone! Why aren't my books arranged alphabetically?
Woo! Would you look at that? We're all out of time! Catch you next time, campers! And remember to love our parks!